here to the 14th event at Rebecca Farm. We are delighted to welcome our leaders after today's cross country, our leaders in the inaugural CCI 3-star and our CCI 2-star leader. And going to open it up a little bit with Buck Davidson. He's our overnight leader on Sherry Martin's The Apprentice, also known as Dirk. Sitting just to the Buck's right, we have Kurt Martin on Deluxe Z, and then Heather Morris on Charlie Tango, and James Allison on, which one? You're actually, yeah, that's on Parker. Yeah, well done you. And sitting in third. So Buck, you came a fur piece to be here. How was that course? When you took a look at it yesterday, you had a few thoughts. How did it ride today?
Yeah, it was, my horse went very well. It was, he did it actually easier than I thought he was going to do it. It was quite long. Found the time to be quite easy. But the combinations were right up there. And, I was a little bit worried about the last water. But he dug in and tried there. And, I couldn't be happier with him. I survived one moment at the corner that, sharpened him up for the rest of the way. But, very, very happy with him.
You took our breath away at the corner there in the water.
You want to make it exciting for everybody.
Really good. Kurt, can you talk a little bit about your ride?
Yeah, I thought my horse came out in a good rhythm. He took a lot of fences out of stride, and he was focused, and he went around really smoothly. Like, it felt great, and I think it's about as good as he's ever gone. And when I went to the last water, I took a little more time, and he looked where he was going, and he was always going, and picked away and came home easy, and I never really had to ask him to go too fast. So he pulled up well, so I'm really pleased.
Your ride through the coffin was just textbook. That was really lovely.
Thank you. I think he's really good at those fences. Like, honestly, the drop fences, and he makes a good shape, and like the drops in the water and the coffins, I'm really confident with him. So it was nice.
And James, our overnight in third place in the CCI 3-star. You had 2 as well, just like Buck, but how'd that go on Parker?
Yeah, it was good. He's very fast, and I think I don't think the time was super hard to get with all the galloping stretches, so he did it. I probably went a bit too quick, really, but yeah, no, he did it easily, and he's a very fast horse.
Good. Heather, talk a little bit about your West Coast move and now coming here to Rebecca Farm and what that, a little bit about that.
Well, I've been here, this is my 3rd time here. It's a little bit closer coming actually from Southern California than from Dallas, so it's still quite a hike. It's been good. I mean, Tammy and I have put together a good partnership with her business now. We've been best friends for quite a long time now, so I just kind of fit right in, and so it's been good to be back home. Charlie was great today. He is the second 2-star. He's just 7, and so I've kind of been a little bit patient with him. But he couldn't have been any better today. He was absolutely perfect everywhere, except for coming out of the start box, which is a little bit sort of his thing. But after that, he was great.
Leslie and Kat?
Buck, how did you feel the footing ended up? I know you mentioned that yesterday.
Yeah, and I have to say thanks to everybody that did all the work, because they made huge improvements overnight or whenever they did it. They certainly watered out on the back and spiked it, and as I was galloping out to fence 6 or whatever, if you can't hear the apprentice going, then it must be all right. And, the ground was great, so thank them for doing a great job and making the conditions as good as possible.
And how's Flower feeling?
Yeah, she's fine, and I'd say full on. I made a mistake. I should have never taken her. I warmed her up in the morning, and she was funny going to the left, but I thought I could deal with it. And then brought her out after I rode her, and she jumped really well. She was landing on both leads, and she still wasn't turning left very well. And anyway, So the first left turn was really the fence 3, and that wasn't very good. And then the next one was fence 8, which is a tiny little roll top. You would jump any train level horse over, and I nearly missed that one. And I should have been smarter. And then I jumped the ditch and wall and tried to turn left, and I never even got anywhere near the corner. When I went to go left, she was like, "Oh, we're going right." And so I just circled and jumped it, and now she's got a hematoma on her shoulder, like the size of a softball. So she must have pulled a muscle or tore a muscle or something. She's still sound, but it's I've never seen anything like it, and first to admit that I wish I hadn't gone, and but thankfully she's okay, and I made a mistake.
Leslie? But, yeah, Joe?
How many times has Parker been on a 3-star now?
Oh, I don't know. He's done quite a lot, he's not super old, he's maybe, was he probably 12 or 13 maybe, but he sort of started advanced early, and he's been super sound, and sort of done 2 CCIs really every year pretty much. So he's been a great horse really. They're all like that.
He just seems like he knows where he's going, what to do.
Yeah. When I first got him, I was sort of, not terribly experienced and stuff. When he was 8 going advanced, and he'd sort of, turn me around like he'd been doing it all his life. So he's just been a great horse for me, and hopefully we can keep him going for a long time.
Kurt, this is what for you, CCI 3-star wise? This is just,
This is my 3rd one.
yeah.
And I thought, bringing a green horse, I love my mare so much, and she's such a good jumper, and I trust her, with everything. And I think what you do is you learn from them, and they give you confidence. So you ride a little bit greener horse, and it's a different horse, and it's still a good horse, still jumps well. But it was really fun just to have a rhythm and jump, and the mare's a lot faster, but this is much more flowing and open, and it was really fun just to put it behind us and move on to the show jumping, and it was a good show jumper, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, and you said yesterday that you had some moments in the dressage warm-up that were her best ever, and now it sounds like your cross country, you had some moments that were the
Yeah, I
best.
think it's just all this preparation and the USCF and the high performance, and really learning and putting that time in from January in Ocala, and not pushing the horse, not going too early to 3-day, and having a couple of horses at the level, you certainly learn, and I think it's all coming together, and hopefully I'll continue to learn, and I'll take my time, and the horses will get better, and we'll get new ones, and I'll keep teaching them.
Heather, when you came before, what levels had you shown before you came?
I did, the first time I came, I did the 2-star and the straight advanced that same year, and then the last year I came was 2 years ago, and Charlie actually won the training 3-day that year, so.
Kind of fun to come back.
Yeah.
Look, you've seen some changes because you came out with the big flight in 2010, and what changes do you see in Rebecca Farm since then?
Well, first of all, there's a CCI 3-star, so it's it's obviously a longer course. They still use the same complexes. They've kind of moved them around a little bit. If I remember, this kind of complex down here that looks like a old town thing is more in the middle. It's just developed, and I think they've got a better way of having everything run and organized, and they keep trying to make it better, which is always what we're looking for. We're all of us sitting up here, I know, are always trying to ride better and have our horses go better, and for events that try to keep getting better as well, they seem to get the most business, and I think the amount of people that are here is a direct result of how hard they work and how hard they try. Like things like making the ground good when there's been a drought here. It seems like there hasn't been much rain. I'm not an expert on that, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of rain around here. And so those things we all appreciate, and as we all try to get better, it hopefully makes the sport better.
Any other questions?
Heather, how many horses do you and Tammy have here together? How many did you ship out?
19. We have gotten little sleep. I literally walked my two-star horse nearly in the dark last night. I hadn't walked it until last night.
Wow.
What's the next thing for Darlington?
I think we're gonna aim in for AECs and then keep going east and do Fairhelm.
Do the 2-star there.
But can you talk just for a second about the Broussard support of the sport and why you feel it's important to come out here and support their event?
They've done so many things, whether it was, owning horses for people, or most importantly, they haven't actually been owners of mine, but they've been such supporters of the sport that, they've done lots of grants, obviously the big Becky grant and the little Becky grant. I have sort of been directly or indirectly related to that, and Sharon White's been a friend and student for a long time, and Katie Grossbeck was a student, and and Allie Knowles is a student. So it's great for these younger people to be able to stay in the sport and have a dream of doing what I get to do, and if I can make the event a little bit better, then I'm thankful to in this case the Martins and the Siegels have been here. I have great owners that'll allow me to come to do this, but as transportation's gotten easier, the country's gotten smaller, and that's in business and in horses, but I think it's great for the West Coast people to see the East Coast people, and the East Coast people to see the West Coast people, and it really, and I think you see, like Heather's going to come out for Fair Hill. I've certainly gone to Galway plenty of times, and I think if we can sort of make this one country, we're going to be better. And I think it's, we can't have East Coast eventing, West Coast eventing, and then Texas eventing. It has to be, it has to be USA. And we're a big country, and we have a lot of good riders. But I think, it's a benefit for the sport if everybody gets to see everybody. And for me to come out and ride these different courses, it's good for me, and I'm thankful that I'm able to do it.
Anybody else? Buck's got a golf game, so.
I have more horses to ride.
All right, we want to thank these guys. Thank you. We hope we see you tomorrow, sitting in the same spot, huh? Or